Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So I have did one two topics of the OBGY. So first of all, I will describe what are the Leopold's manual. So basically, these are the manuals are performed by the doctor and the specialist for determining the growth of the baby and the position of the lie position of the baby. So there are the four kind of menus. First one is the fundal, second one is the umbilical, which is also known as the lateral menu, third one is the pollic, and the fourth one is the pelvic. So these are the four grips we perform to understand the what is the lie and what is the presentation of the baby. So first of all, in the fundic type of grip, we place the ulnar. First of all, before performing that kind of grips, two more things I want to say that these are the grips we can perform after the 28 weeks of the period of the gestation. For that, we should take first of all the verbal consent of the patient and describe the patient why we are doing this kind of grips. After that, we should say patient to flex to lie down on the dorsum and flex their knees and place some support for their hands, and after that put your arms to warm your palms so that the patient not feel cold exposure suddenly. So these are some essential things we should do before the direct grip. So first one is the frontal grip. In that grip, we have to just place your ulnar border on of any hand on the fundal region, and we should palpate the fundic region. So there are the two kind of results we get. First one is if we palpate around soft and globular part, then it is most probably the head part, means the cephalic part. And if is the irregular, soft and bulging type of, then it is the most probably it is the pelvic, means it represents the buttock region. So it is um, for the cephalic, it is the round globular and round globular hard and movable region. And in the buttock region, it is the broad, irregular and immovable, and the soft part we get in the buttock region. So in the from the fundic grip, we can imagine the presentation of the baby. In the fundic region, if we get the cephalic part, then it is most probably the breech presentation, and if it is the buttock, then it is the cephalic presentation. So after that, we should perform the umbilical type of a grip, means the lateral grip. It is the second Leopold's manual. So in that grip, we just place one arm, one palm, the border of the ulna steady and palpate to the second arm, and if we get the long, broad and the hard part, then it is most probably the back part of the baby. And if we get the irregular and the projecting not it is actually projecting the empty and the irregular part, then it is most probably the front part of the baby, means there are the arms, head and the leg part we palpate. So that's why it is irregular and empty. And if we get the large and the smooth curve, then you can imagine it is the back part of the baby. So third type of the grip is the pollic grip. This is the third Leopold manual. So it is performed on the pubic symphysis only, and there is a placing ulnar border, and we have to check whether the engagement is happened or not. So this is done only for the engagement. So engagement means the attachment or the insertion of the baby's head into the pelvic cavity. So this is the engagement purpose for that pollic grip. So in that we placed the ulnar border of the hand and just try to feel the head part of the baby. So if we get the head part and try to move, if it is moving, that it is not engaged, and if it fixed, then the head is engaged. So this one is the main purpose of that grip. So yes, this is for the pollic presentation, and the next and the last grip is left is the pelvic grip. So for that, we should face the examiner face should be towards the leg of the patient, and place the our arms or the palms like parallel to the inguinal ligament on the flanks, so that this is to check whether the baby is engaged or not. If we have to just to go deep on the woman, on the patient, and just have to press. If it is the two ends of the hands are touching each other, then the baby is not engaged. And if it is going like that, then it is the engaged baby. So it is confirmed by the USG ultrasonography, and most probably the heart sound of the baby we get on the back of the baby. And um, as the baby is engaged and descent, then the point for the auscultation moves downwards, so that if the pregnancy proceeds, the point for the auscultation moves downwards and more towards the pelvic part. So this one point I have covered. So the next part I have covered is the stages of the labor. So for that, there are the four stages of the labor. First stage it starts with the onset of the labor and the dilatation of the cervix till the 10 centimeters. The stage 2 is the expulsion stage. So in that stage it starts with the complete cervical dilation and the delivery of the baby. The third stage is the placental stage. In that stage it starts with the delivery of the baby and ends up with the delivery of the placenta. And the fourth stage is the recovery stage. The monitoring is done. So it starts after the 1 to 2 hours after the placental delivery, and basically it is done for the monitoring of the uterine contraction and the uterine bleeding. So these are the four stages of the labor, and the most importantly there are the seven cardinal movements of the labor. So for that it is the for it seven stages are there. First one is the engagement, second one is the descent, third one is the flexion of the fetal head, fourth one is the internal rotation, fifth one is the um, extension, and seventh one is the external rotation, and the last one is the um, expulsion of the baby. So these are the seven cardinal movements. I am repeating these seven cardinal movements. First one is the engagement. Second one is the descent. Third one is the I will repeat again. First one is the engagement. Second one is the descent. Third one is the flexion. Fourth one is the internal rotation. Fifth one is the extension. Sixth one is the external rotation, and the seventh one is the expulsion of the wheel. So these are the seven cardinal movements. And another one point we have missed is the symphyso-fundal height. So basically it is done uh, for the determination of the gestation period. So basically the height is taken from the pubic symphysis to the fundal, the fundic part. So if it is lying in between, if the fundal part is in between the at the pubic symphysis, then it is the 12 weeks of the gestation. If it is lying above, there are the seven parts we do from the zipisternum to the umbilical part. There are the four equal parts we do, and from the umbilicus to the pubic symphysis we do the three parts. So according to that, from pubic symphysis to the um, zipisternum, there are the gestation varies from the 12 weeks, 16 weeks, 20 weeks, 24 weeks, 28 weeks, and the 32 weeks. And at the zipisternum, if it is lying like that, then it is most probably the um, 36 to 40 weeks of the gestation, means the full term baby is in the pregnancy, means it is the term baby. So these are the two three points I have did, and the time for the video is ranging more. So it is for now. I will post more videos. So that's for the now. I will catch you in the next one.